Hey, welcome back, everyone. I hope all of you are having a decent or a good Thanksgiving Eve. Remember, Thanksgiving, it's about being thankful. Uh, be thankful for what you have. Be thankful for that you're still breathing, having an oxygen. And if you're going through some tough times, I understand. We don't have to address it, but I understand. Now, let's talk about something else here on this video. Um, I've been asked this question more times than I can count, okay? And one of the questions has always been, hey, Mr. 4K, and this is people on emails. People sometimes contact me through emails, sometimes through Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, other, social media places. And the question is always, what do you prefer? Like, what do you like better? Which service do you like better? And that's what this video is going to be. And as you can tell, looking at the title of this video, you can tell that we're talking about Game Pass Ultimate versus PlayStation Plus. Excuse me. All right, so first thing first, I enjoy both services, and I think I have already acknowledged this many times before. If you are someone that watches my videos, or if you're someone that follows me and watches my live streams, you know that I have acknowledged this many times before, that I prefer both of them. Yes, I know. But you got to have only one preference. No, I have two preferences. I live by a different code. I have two preferences. I like both. But there are some differences between PlayStation Plus and Game Pass Ultimate. And that's what I'm going to do on this video. I'm going to give you those differences. All right, so the main difference on the Game Pass Ultimate is the fact that you can play games like Flight Simulator 2024. It's included. You don't have to pay for it. You can play all of these new games that are exclusive to Xbox. You never have to pay ever for any game that's exclusive to Xbox, or any game out there that's a third-party game that's included with the Game Pass. So that's a huge benefit, If you look at on the PlayStation side, you don't have God of War Ragnarok included. God of War Ragnarok, it's not included. You have to pay for it. The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered Edition, it's not included. And you scratching your head and say, well, why aren't all of these PlayStation games included on the PlayStation Plus Premium? You would think that Sony would have included all of these games. I mean, God of War Ragnarok's been around since 2022, November. Okay, it's an old game now. Why are you giving me a trial? So right there, you got your difference. All right? So that's the major difference. Not to mention the fact that on Sony PlayStation, you cannot play your existing PlayStation games on PC for free. You have to pay again. Not only do you have to pay PlayStation Plus membership to play some of these games, but at the same time, if you want to play those games on the PC, you have to pay for it. You don't have to do that on the Xbox. What I'm trying to say, Xbox, it's more pro-consumer, while Sony, it's more pro-greedy. Look at the Helldivers 2. Why can't I play with my friends on the Steam? If I already have a PlayStation Plus membership, and let's say the game it's included, or if I already purchased a game on a PlayStation, why do I have to pay for it again? Why can't I enjoy it with a subscription of PlayStation Plus? People would easily sign up for PlayStation Plus Premium if they knew that all the games that they own, they can play them on a PC. They would have easily. It might even surpass Game Pass subscription if Sony made this one decision. And I don't, for the life of me, And forgive me for being so excited, but for the life of me, I don't understand Sony. Why you don't want to do this? You want to make money? I assume you want to make money. Well, this is the one best way for you to make money. So what? Even if the Game Pass Ultimate, PlayStation Plus, even if the PlayStation Plus Premium, it's $20. People would have, even if it was $24 a month, people would have easily paid $24 a month if they knew that they can play their entire library of PlayStation games on a PC for free, included with a PlayStation Premium. Or call it PlayStation Ultimate. Call it PlayStation Elite. Call it whatever you want to call it. But I'm telling you, you would have so many people signing up for this. So what I'm trying to say, and I'm sorry for being so excited, but when something doesn't make any sense to me, I get excited because it's just like, why? I don't get this company. I don't get it. I don't understand it. So one of the major differences between Microsoft and Sony is very simple. Game Pass lets you play their entire library of games that they have. Their Xbox, Microsoft Studios games. You'll never have to pay for a Microsoft Game Studio game. Okay? They're included with a Game Pass Ultimate. So right there, it's a major bonus. It's a major difference. And you can play those games anywhere you want to play. Not only can you play them on the PC, but you can play them anywhere you want to play them. You can do that on Sony. It wasn't until recently that Sony finally allowed PlayStation Portal users to be able to stream the PlayStation Plus Premium games. So that's now one good benefit that PlayStation Plus Premium has. They're finally starting to give something to the PlayStation fans, and it's beyond me. It's beyond me as to why they never did that in the first place. Sony, it's so late to the game. Sony, it's always backtracking, and because of the greed. Because of the greed. They're so greedy, man. Sony has always been greedy. And I'll be the first one. If I'm the only guy on this island saying it, so be it. Sony has always been greedy. Always. They always want a little more. Oh, you want to play PlayStation VR 2 on your PC? Well, why don't you buy a $60 PC adapter? Oh, you don't have a DisplayPort cable? You have to pay for that too. It's not bad enough you have to pay $700 for PlayStation 5 Pro, but if that's not bad enough, it doesn't have a physical media disc, and you have to pay additional $80 for a physical media disc, well, that's okay. What do you need now? You need a physical stand, huh? Well, pay $30 for a bloody physical media stand. Excuse my British. I'm sorry for you Sony fanboys out there. You're not going to like this, but Sony is greedy. That's the major effing difference. They're too effing greedy. Microsoft is not. Microsoft is pro-consumer. They let you play a game like Flight Simulator. They let you play a game like a Stalker 2. They let you play Call of Duty Black Ops 6. They're not charging you as long as you pay for the membership. And guess what? The best part about it, you can play it anywhere. You want to play it on this thing? You can play it on this thing too. You want to play it on Amazon Fire TV? You want to play it on your calculator? You want to play it on your vibrator? You want to play it on your whatever? You can play it on whatever. As long as you pay the membership. Same thing with Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I'm sorry for being so excited. But when something doesn't make any sense, I try to, make a point. Anyone who has any brain cells can see this. Who can see this if you're a blinded fanboy who's justifying your Sony fan of all Sony fans? But at least I have common sense and I can tell the difference. I can call out the bullshit when I see it. I can tell this is better and this is sucks. This has more value, this doesn't. This gives me a better benefit, this doesn't. I can effing do that. I don't need to justify Sony. Sony is not paying my bills. When Sony starts paying my bills, maybe then I'll make some effort. Microsoft is not paying my bills either, but at least I can call it and say, hey, at least Microsoft is doing something right here. Regardless of how you feel about Phil Spencer and, all of these games going to a third party, brands like Sony, everybody's up in the arms about Indiana Jones going to Sony. So what? We get to play it first. So what? We get to enjoy it first for Christmas. They get to wait. And not only do they get to wait, but they have to pay. We don't have to wait. We get to play it first, and we don't have to pay for it. It's included. I don't know. I like that. And we can play it anywhere we want to play it. I'm not tied up to just a PlayStation 5 Pro and you have to play it there. So that's the major difference, guys. And I don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be, but I want to make this video very simple. The difference is major. Game Pass gives you access to these games to play them where you want to play them, and it gives you all of their exclusive Xbox Game Studios games included on top of everything else that they have. Recently, they also announced that they're going to let you have your entire library of games that you own to be able to play it on a cloud. That means on top of everything else that they have on the cloud, now you will be able to play your entire library since Xbox One, Xbox 360, the original Xbox, and Xbox 360, and Xbox One 2013, and Xbox Series X games. So you'll be able to play your entire library of games that you own anywhere you want to play it, on Amazon Fire TV Stick, on MetaQuest 3, on PC, on whatever. As long as you have internet, you can access the cloud service and you'll be able to play it. That's the one freedom that Microsoft has that Sony doesn't give you that freedom. So what does that make Game Pass? Pro-consumer. Yes, I know it's $19.99. I know. Well, so it's Sony. Sony, it's $18. Okay, so $1 less. Big deal. Yeah, Sony is $18 for PlayStation Premium. That's close to $19. Yeah, $18, right? So you're missing a $1. Big deal. Whoopity-doopity-doo. You're still paying close to $19. But at least with the Game Pass Ultimate, for that extra $1, which is $19, you get all of these benefits. The benefits that are missing on Sony. And I know my Sony fans are not going to like this video, and that's okay. I'm not making this video to appease to my Sony fans. I'm simply saying, coming from a Sony fan, I can tell you that the Xbox has far better deal than the PlayStation Plus. Yes, I know that they recently included all of these games to be able to stream it directly from your PlayStation Portal, and that's great. That's a good step forward, but I feel it's a little bit too late. Microsoft's been doing this for a long time. I think Sony's just starting to wake up and starting to catch up to what Microsoft has already established. I think one of the mistakes right now that Sony is making, they're trying to follow in the Microsoft footsteps, in the Game Pass footsteps, but they're just not doing a good job about it. They're still limited, just like Apple is limited to what you can do. It's the same thing with Sony PlayStation Plus Premium. Honestly, Sony and Apple are so identical. The only thing that separates Sony and Apple is that they are on different continents, right? This one here, Apple, it's on North American continent, and the other one is in Asia, which is on the island, Japan. But other than that, Sony and Apple, they're greedy. These two companies has always been greedy. And I think they'll continue to always be greedy. And it's not just with the video games, it's with their products, televisions, everything. Microsoft Game Pass, it's not like that. Microsoft Game Pass, it's pro-consumer. And if you don't believe that, well, go sign up. Check it out. See for yourself. And that's all I'm going to say. So I prefer using both services, and I enjoy both services. But I have to be honest, as someone who is a longtime Sony fan, and like I said, I appreciate Sony bringing in the ability to stream PlayStation 3 games and PlayStation 2 games on the portal. That's awesome. You don't have to be connected to your PlayStation 5. That's awesome. But I feel like they're always late to the game, dude. I always feel Sony's always late to the game. Like, you have to pull a tooth and nail. You have to wait till you die of old age, till Sony implements something, till Sony wakes up and realizes, oh, we should do that. Like PlayStation VR 2, you still can't read a live chat when you were streaming on a PlayStation VR 2. And how long has it been since PSVR 2 has been out and you still can't read the chat? Simple things like that. PlayStation Portal, you can't even watch a YouTube app. You can't watch movies on that PlayStation Portal. What kind of portal is this? I mean, look, I'm not saying, sure, Microsoft is not perfect. No company is perfect. There's things that Microsoft does wrong as well. But when it comes to the service, when it comes to who has the better service, to me, Xbox Game Pass gives you far better options and freedom. The freedom of options that you will never have on PlayStation. Don't expect PlayStation to let you play God of War Ragnarok included with PlayStation Plus Premium. Don't expect Sony to allow you to play their Spider-Man games on PC for free. Don't expect them to allow you to have a PlayStation app on Amazon or on other devices or on MetaQuest to play your PlayStation games. No, because they're greedy. They'll never do that. That's just the way they've always been. And if you have a hard time believing this, well, that's on you. That's your problem, not my problem. That's a fact. I'm here to speak the facts. I'm not here to brush your hair and whisper in your ears how amazing the Sony is. Okay? I'm not doing that crap. I'm here just to call it the way it is. And if you don't like it, well, leave it. Don't let the door hit you on your way out. Go watch someone else. Okay? There's plenty of other channels you can watch on YouTube. But if you're going to come here and watch me, and if you want to hear what I have to say for about 19 minutes, then that's what I have to say. I like both services, and I welcome the recent PlayStation Portal streaming ability where you don't have to be tied up to a PlayStation 5 console. You just need to have a PlayStation Plus premium subscription. That's awesome. I think that will help with a subscription for sure, but it's kind of a little bit too late. We've been asking for this for ages. We've been asking for this since it came out. You know, we've been asking for a lot of things, and Sony's always never answering. It's always late to the game, while Game Pass has been doing this for a long time, very successfully. So here's the end of the video. I like both services. I like both of them, and I'm grateful that both of these services exist. But if I have to pick and choose, Game Pass gives me a far better value because I can play my Xbox library games, the Game Pass library games, all of their latest games. I can play it anywhere I want to play it. That's a huge value benefit for $19.99. Huge value benefit. That's what she said. And I'll just leave it at that. Happy Thanksgiving. Have a good one. Let me know what you think down below. Take care.